look at myself in the mirror, it triggers me into a state of let's go out and get it. A state of, all right, now it's time to work. All right, now what am I about to knock out? What am I about to attack today? Right? I trigger myself by getting dressed. I put on my cape. You know, I'm a superhero. So every morning I put on my cape and I get ready for battle. What's up, heroes? This is Jarvis, back again, helping you level up in your finances, your fitness, and your family. If you have room to grow in any of those areas, I encourage you to subscribe below because I put out videos twice a week just to make sure that you stay on top of your game and you get better every day. Today, I'm here at home. I'm filming from my house because we're in times where we're being asked to work virtually. We're moving more and more into a virtual society. There are bigger, larger virtual workforces, and so nowadays it's becoming more and more popular to work from home. Now that comes with a ton of great advantages. It's more convenient, and there's freedom and flexibility, and you can spend more time with family. But again, it comes with some downsides too. And that freedom and flexibility and the distractions and being in your home where all your comforts and conveniences are. It's harder to get work done when you're working from home. Now, I've kind of mastered this skill, this art. It truly is a skill to work from home and actually get stuff done, actually be productive because of all the distractions, because of all the interruptions. And I've done this for over 20 years. My entire career, I've been a business owner or self-employed or salesperson. And I've, had tremendous success. Was President's Club #1 sales rep in the entire company. And all because I've been able to master this skill. And so I want to share with you some of the things that I do that allow me to be hyper-focused, to be hyper-dialed in, and actually get work done even while I'm at home. So I'm going to share with you my top 5 things. And now, this is interactive, right? This is a two-way dialogue. So if you have a couple of things that resonate with you, or that tips and tricks and secrets that that work for you, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what's working for you guys as well. But I'm just going to share what's been working for me. And so I have a top 5 list here. Let's see if you can see them. So the first thing I do, the very first thing, is the most important thing for me is I wake up at least 1 hour earlier than everyone else in my house. Now, by the time the house wakes up, it's chaos. I have a 6-month-old son and my wife, and my wife also works from home. And, it's so unpredictable what's going to happen when the rest of the house wakes up. I need my time. I need to prioritize my flow first. When I pour into myself first, I can pour more abundantly into my work, into my house, into my family, when I start with myself first. And that all comes down to my morning routine, my morning ritual. So I have to get up at least an hour before the chaos ensues to ensure that I have time to get my day organized and prioritized and focused. And I have time to nail down and do some of my top actions of the day. By the time my day starts, by the time my wife and my child wakes up, which is around 5:30, I'm already in a state of flow. So that means I wake up at 4. Now, I know that might be a little daunting to some people, but for me, I need to be up by 4 to give myself that hour of peace and solitude so that I can ramp up appropriately without the chaos of the day going. And that allows me to focus my time and focus my energy before I can then go and take a break and then go help my wife with my son and everything else. So I have to get up at 1 hour earlier. Now, the second thing that I do is I get dressed. Now, this sounds, kind of obvious, right? But it's not. And when I say get dressed, I mean literally get dressed. I mean, I don't wear a blazer every day, but I at least put on clothes as if I'm going to go outside. And there's a reason I do this, and it's because we operate off of triggers. Your brain, your human psychology, all of your behaviors are triggered, whether you realize it or not. And here's an example. Let's say you're walking down the street and you pass a restaurant and you get a whiff of burgers. All of a sudden your mouth starts salivating and you've got an urge for burgers. Or you say you smell some donuts. all of a sudden you have an urge for some donuts. You were triggered. The smell triggered your brain into a state. Now, when you understand this concept, this principle that we are triggered into states, you can use this to your benefit. Now, that was a smell trigger. We also operate on visual triggers. So when you are up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're in pajamas or sweats or wrapped in a fuzzy blanket, those are triggers of comfort, of ease, of calmness and stillness, of sleep. So you're not triggering yourself into a state of, get it done mode, a state of productivity, a state of getting work done. So when I get up, I actually get dressed because when I look at myself in the mirror, it triggers me into a state of let's go out and get it. A state of, all right, now it's time to work. All right, now what am I about to knock out? What am I about to attack today, right? I trigger myself by getting dressed. I put on my cape. I'm a superhero. So every morning I put on my cape and I get ready for battle. And that's with getting dressed. So the second thing I do is I get dressed and get ready for battle. Even though I'm just at home, even if I'm not leaving the house for the day, I still get dressed as if I am. The third thing I do is I schedule my day. And, I use a planner. So every morning I sit down with the Hero Journal. So this is one of my planners that actually helps me get my day organized. And so I actually schedule out everything I have to get done for the day. But here's the secret sauce. I actually communicate that to the other people in my house, my wife, mainly my wife, or if my mother's coming over to watch my son, I communicate what I have to get done for the day with the other key stakeholders in the house. And the reason I do this is because a lot of your distractions, a lot of the interruptions come from other people. And you don't have control over that. You don't have control over them bombarding on your time. Like you can have your day scheduled and organized all you want, but if the constant distractions and interruptions keep coming in, it's going to throw you off. So I communicate to them what I have to get done today, what my priorities are, and when I'm going to do that. And by doing that, now they are equipped and they understand when I need to be left alone, when I need solitude, when I need to focus. So that gives me a better chance of not getting distracted and not getting interrupted during that time that I need for intense focus. So if I know that I'm going to be doing some filming, like today, I'm going to be doing filming from 10 to 11, right? When I plan out my day, me and my wife, we sat down this morning and having our coffee, we discuss our days together. So I say, okay, these are the things I have to get done today. Here's when I'm going to do it. From 10 to 11, I need time to film. From 1 to 2, I need time to blocked off for editing videos. And now she knows what my schedule is, my priorities, and when I'm going to do them. And so now I'm allowed those times for intense focus without distractions or interruptions. So it's not just me scheduling my day, but the most important thing is communicating that schedule to the other people in the house so that they can be more considerate. They're empowered to be more considerate and to be more supportive of you actually getting that time to do those things that you need to do. So communicate your schedule. The fourth big secret that really helps me out. I actually make sure when I'm planning my day, I plan in some break time. You got to have some break time to let yourself reset and recalibrate. So I do some meditation walks. That's where I just walk around either 30 to 60 minutes, walk around the neighborhood, just to help my mind reset and recenter. So when I'm scheduling my day, I make sure I schedule in walks. I got to get up. I got to get out of the house. I got to get active, and that re-triggers my brain up into a high productive mode. So schedule in breaks. It's not always about just go, go, go. You need some time to reset and recenter throughout the day, and that'll kickstart your productivity back into a high gear. So the fourth thing I do, the fourth big secret is, I call it go to work. And what I mean by that is not physical work, but it's a dedicated space that you have that's just where you go to work in your home. Maybe you have a home office or a particular corner you go to. But that space, this then plays on that concept of triggers again. You need a dedicated space that triggers you into work. So what I mean is, the couch. If you're trying to work from the couch on your laptop or work from your bedroom, those are places of comfort. When you're in those places, when you're sitting on your couch laid back, when you're in the bed lounging, trying to work on your laptop, you're not triggering yourself into a workflow. You're counteracting yourself. You're working against yourself because you're in a state of calm. Like the couch and the bed are a state of calm relaxation. And that's counteracting your ability to try to get work done, to get into a workflow. You got to actually have a designated space that you go to where that's where you work. It's cleared off. And when you sit down in that spot, now you're actually in your virtual office. For me, it's the kitchen table. And when I sit down at that kitchen table, my brain triggers into work mode. My wife uses our child's room. So Jetson, we have a little corner in Jetson's room where she has a desk set up. And, our house is small and tiny, so we have to repurpose rooms for different things. But that's her corner. And when she goes there, she's at work. She has her little camera set up. She does a lot of video conferencing. And that's where she works. And so you need a space where you work and you go to work every day. Even in your house, you go to work. And on those terms of going to work, the last thing I do, the last big secret that I have, is that I have these earbuds, and they're called the Jabra Elite Sports, and they're just earbuds, and they're Bluetooth. And if you can see them, when I put them in, I put my ears and I just play binaural beat music. And binaural beats is just like the soft transient music. It's like spa music. There's no words, there's nothing to distract you or sing along to, but it's almost like white noise. And when I put in my binaural beat, my earbuds and start playing some transient white noise type music, it drowns out all of the background and allows me to zero in on what I'm doing. It allows me to get hyper focused. I technically close the door to my virtual office. Now I'm isolated. I'm in a virtual bubble. I can't hear anything. My wife can be in the kitchen washing dishes. My mom could be listening to music, and my son could be in the corner crying. When I put these things in my ears, everything is drowned out, becomes background noise. And now I am just dialed in into the task at hand, to what I'm doing. This has been my biggest secret to getting hyper focused and being able to get hyper productivity done while I'm at home. I have a way where I go into my virtual office and I shut the door by putting these in, and now I'm dialed in. These are 5 secrets that I use to help me get a lot of work done. Not just work done, but get really good productive work done while I'm at home. Now, what are some of your secrets? I'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and comment below. Tell me some of the things that you do that works for you. Also, share this video. If you found this helpful, share it and bless other people with it. Let's keep this movement going. Listen, now I'm Jarvis, the morning hero, and I'm here helping you do more, be more, and achieve more than you ever have before. Go off and save the world today. And I'll see you at the next lesson. Take care.